Diane became a criminal to protect her son from monsters. Now she must decide: uphold justice or grab a shovel.
We think we know the lines drawn bright as noon, until a choice arrives beneath a blood-dark moon. Does a mother's silent plea outweigh the courtroom's plea, when the law demands a truth that shatters everything? I don't know if she's a hero or a monster.
My name is Diane. I'm a good neighbor. But last Tuesday, I became a criminal. I found something in my son's laundry belonging to the man who ruined my life. He's missing, and I'm the only one who knows why. Do I call the police, or do I protect my son? If it were your child, would you tell the truth, or pick up the shovel? Stick around. You're about to decide whose side you're really on. The Good Mother's Great Sin, Part 1, The Hook. Every morning at 6:30 a.m., Diane Miller followed the same routine: 2 sugars in her coffee, a glance at the garden, and a quick check of her son's laundry before work. But last Tuesday, the routine broke. At the bottom of the hamper, buried under a high school hoodie, was a shirt that didn't belong to her son. It was soaked in something dark, stiff, and metallic smelling. And then she saw the news. Mark Sterling, the town's golden boy who had spent 3 years making Diane's life a living hell, the man who got her fired from the library with a lie, was missing. Now I want you to look at your own child. If you found that shirt and you knew exactly who the blood belonged to, what is the very first thing you would do? Would you call the police? Or would you reach for the bleach? Tell me in the comments, Team Truth or Team Blood? Part 2, The Stakes. To understand why Diane didn't call the police, you have to understand Mark Sterling. He wasn't just a bully, he was a predator with a smile. He'd ruined Diane's reputation, called her unstable, until the school board let her go. He was the reason she was 3 months behind on her mortgage. Her son Leo, he was a quiet kid, an artist. He'd seen his mother cry every night for a year. He'd seen the bank notices. When Diane confronted Leo that afternoon, he didn't deny it. He didn't cry. He just looked at her and said, "He's gone, Mom. He can't hurt us anymore. Aren't you happy?" Was Leo a murderer, or was he a son performing a final, desperate act of protection? Many of you will say there is no excuse for violence. But ask yourself, if the system fails you and your child steps up to fix it, is that a crime or is it a sacrifice? Part 3, The Cover-Up. Diane chose the bleach. She spent 4 hours scrubbing. She drove 40 miles to a dumpster in a different county. She played the part of the concerned neighbor. She even brought a casserole to Mark's grieving mother. But here is where the story turns. 3 days later, a detective knocks on Diane's door. He's not looking for Leo, he's looking for Diane, because someone saw her car near the woods that night, and that summonee is Sarah, Diane's best friend. Sarah knows Diane was fired because of Mark. Sarah knows Diane had a motive. Now, Diane has a choice. She can tell the truth and send her son to prison for life, or she can let the police believe she did it. She's 55. Her life is mostly behind her. Leo is 19. His is just beginning. Part 4, The Polarizing Twist. But then Diane finds something in Leo's room. A trophy, a watch belonging to Mark Sterling, and it's dated after the disappearance. She realizes Leo didn't kill Mark in a heat of passion to protect her. He hunted him. He enjoyed it. The dilemma has shifted. Diane isn't just protecting a good kid who made a mistake. She's protecting a monster she gave birth to. But if she turns him in now, she's an accessory. They both go down. If she stays silent, more people might die. If she speaks, her son, her only reason for living, is gone forever. Part 5, the final verdict. Diane is sitting in the interrogation room right now. The detective is offering her a deal. If she confesses, they'll stop looking at Leo. I'm going to end the story here because the ending is actually up to you. If you were Diane sitting in that cold chair, knowing your son is capable of the unthinkable, would you take the fall for him? Is a mother's love unconditional even when it's dangerous? Go to the comments right now. I want to hear from the mothers, the sisters, the daughters. Would you choose the son or the safety of the world? This is a choice no one should have to make. But tonight, Diane Miller has to make it. I'll be in the comments reading your reasons. This is one for the history books. Don't forget to like, share, and comment.